Welcome to episode 64 of G. Hellersby Reviews. As you can see this evening, or this afternoon, it's almost this evening, I will be reviewing James Boag Premium Lager. So this is a Tasmanian beer. The James Boag Brewery is quite well known in Australia and even abroad in some areas as far as I'm aware. This on the label here, this is a bit of a story about the brewery itself. This is marketed as the premium ale from the James Boag Brewery, or premium lager. Yeah, and it comes in a 375 milliliter bottle at 5% alcohol by volume. So I'm just scanning the label here. There's not much more to say about it. It's just spruiking itself up a little bit, as most beers do. But as you can see, there's a bottle there. I have had this before. I quite like it. I think it's a nice brew, but I haven't reviewed it, so I thought I'll get to it. So without further delay, I'll crack it open. Okay, just got a Pilsner glass here. Well, it wasn't Boag's, but I remember the Cascade Premium. They dropped the size of the bottle down, the stubby, and apparently the sales dropped by 40% or something. People just weren't buying it anymore, and they realised they made a mistake, so they put it back up to 375 milliliters. But James Boag have always stuck to that, which is good, because we are seeing a number of Australian beers dropping down to the smaller sizes, as of the European competitors, but at the same time keeping the same price or even increasing it. Anyway, but let's just have a look at the beer. It's poured really well. It's a highly carbonated beer. It's quite carbonated, but it looks really good. It's a straw golden colour. Yeah, those bubbles are really working well in there. It looks very inviting. The head is a very, very clean white head. It's quite clean. It doesn't have a darker shade to it. It's quite light and white. As for the head itself in size, it's just under 2 fingers, about a finger and a half of a head. But it looks really good. As for the smell, straight up I'm getting the grassy, hoppy smell. And it smells really fresh, like a zesty, hoppy smell. And I'm getting the malts coming through as well. Yeah, but that's the most pronounced smell, is the hops. Okay, for the next part, the best bit, the taste test. Cheers. It's got a really nice hop bite to it, I have to say that. Yeah, really stings your mouth in a good way. That's what you expect of a good lager. It's got that real nice hop bite. Quite a strong maltiness, or malty sweetness over the whole palate. It's actually quite nice and balanced across that. It's really good. Yeah, I like the hop bite in this beer. It's got a very nice hop bite. But in saying that, being a hoppy sort of beer or Australian lager, it is quite sweet. It is a very sweet beer, and the sweetness actually stays in the mouth or in the palate longer than the bitterness does, even though it does have that nice citrus, grassy hop note to it. So it is quite a sweet beer, but it is very refreshing. Yeah, it's quite a nice beer. It doesn't have that adjunct, overpowering sort of flavour that a lot of other Aussie beers have. It markets itself at it's in the market of premium beers. And premium on a label these days doesn't actually mean premium. They throw it all over everywhere. It's sort of, you know, can be like the bloke who caught the fish. He's trying to tell you how big it is, but it's really not that big. Anyway, I don't know where I'm going with it there. I'm just raving on. So, but in saying that, as premium beers go, well, particularly Australian premium beers, this is up there. It's one of the better ones. I know Crown Lager, and I've reviewed that before, has haters, but I actually quite like Crown Lager. I think that's one of the better beers that Carlton and United do. Um, but in saying that, I like VB as well. But then the next minute, I'll have a Dunkel from Germany. So yeah, but as premium beers go, this is one of the better ones. Definitely is. So James Boag Premium. And in saying that, what would I give it? I have to give it an 8 out of 10. It's a good Aussie lager. It's definitely one of the premium Aussie lagers, so it does live up to its name in that regard. On the international scale, maybe not. And I'm pretty generous with my scoring. I might give it a little bit more than most other people would, but I think it deserves an 8 out of 10. I think it is quite a nice lager, and if you're looking for a good Australian lager that has a nice hop bite to it, this is definitely one you can go with. So James Boag Lager, 8 out of 10. James Boag Premium Lager, sorry, 8 out of 10. Sorry, I haven't done a review. This is my second one in first time in 3 weeks, so I'm all over the shop. But thanks for watching another review, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.